Welcome. We bring you Japan's latest news every day. AI sums up what matters, so you can stay informed in English in just a few minutes. If you find it helpful, please like and subscribe. Evacuation order lifted for Komminato district in Kamogawa, Chiba. The city of Kamogawa in Chiba Prefecture has lifted the evacuation order for the Komminato district as of 5 p.m. today. The district had been placed under evacuation orders yesterday, affecting 244 households and 433 residents due to heightened risks of landslides caused by heavy rainfall. Following a decrease in rainfall and a determination that landslide risks have diminished, authorities decided to lift the order. Residents who evacuated are advised to return home and begin cleanup efforts. The city of Kamogawa will continue to monitor weather information closely and stands ready to issue new alerts if necessary. Over 10 agricultural greenhouses damaged in Kurume, Fukuoka. Possible sudden gust of wind involved. Early morning on the 2nd, agricultural greenhouses in Kurume City, Fukuoka Prefecture sustained widespread damage. At least over 10 greenhouses have been confirmed destroyed, with local farmers suffering significant losses. The Fukuoka Regional Meteorological Observatory is investigating the detailed cause of the damage, suspecting that a sudden gust of wind may have occurred. There have been no reports of injuries so far, but the damaged greenhouses are believed to have been cultivating vegetables and strawberries, which means the impact on local farmers is expected to be considerable. The Meteorological Observatory plans to conduct further on-site investigations to clarify the details of the sudden wind event. 1 week after Venezuela earthquake, Japanese NGO reports shortage of all supplies. It has been 1 week since a major earthquake with a magnitude exceeding 7.0 struck South America's Venezuela. An NGO staff member from Japan who entered the affected area spoke to NHK about the severity of the damage. The staff member commented, "The earthquake damage is very significant, and the situation on the ground is worse than what has been reported. In the disaster zone, all types of supplies are in short supply, with food, drinking water, and medical supplies rapidly running out. Many buildings have collapsed, and search and rescue operations for missing persons are facing difficulties." As the need for international support grows, domestic and international aid organizations, including Japanese NGOs, are continuing relief efforts with limited resources. Osaka University Venture develops world's thinnest endoscope with 4 mm diameter. A venture company spun off from Osaka University has successfully developed a new model of endoscope used in gastric cancer screenings. By simplifying the traditionally complex structure, the company has achieved what is said to be the world's thinnest model with a diameter of approximately 4 mm. Compared to conventional endoscopes, this new model is characterized by its thinner profile, placing less burden on patients. The company plans to apply for manufacturing approval from the Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare in 2 years, with progress being made toward practical implementation. The technological innovation in medical devices is expected to realize a more comfortable and safer examination environment. Fujii Sota retains Kisei title with 3 straight wins, achieving 7th consecutive championship. The third game of the 5-game Kisei match, one of shogi's 8 major titles, took place on July 1 in Numazu City, Shizuoka Prefecture. 6-time titleholder Fujii Sota defeated challenger Hattori Shinichiro, a 7th Dan player, with his 3rd consecutive victory to defend his title. With this win, Fujii has now achieved 7 consecutive Kisei championships. As one of the leading players in the shogi world, Fujii continues to acquire titles one after another, and his future performances are eagerly anticipated. Hamaoka nuclear plant data falsification problem. Chubu Electric continues data manipulation even after regulatory commission's warning. It has been revealed that Chubu Electric Power Company continued to manipulate data at the Hamaoka nuclear power station even after being asked for an explanation by the Nuclear Regulation Authority. The issue involves the processing method of data used in the assessment of earthquake resistance performance. According to reports, Chubu Electric continued the improper manipulation of data even after May of last year when the Regulatory Commission pointed out the problem. The Nuclear Regulation Authority has expressed strong concern about Chubu Electric's inadequate response and plans to request detailed explanations from the company in the future. Given that this is a critical safety assessment for nuclear power plants, the Regulatory Commission has taken a strict approach to the matter. Japan-India Summit aims to generate over 2 trillion yen in business in India. Prime Minister Takaichi, currently visiting India, held a summit with Prime Minister Modi on the afternoon of the 2nd Japan Standard Time. During the talks, both nations engaged in wide-ranging discussions on cooperation to strengthen Japan-India relations. In conjunction with the summit, approximately 120 cooperative agreements were signed between companies and organizations from both countries. This will result in the announcement of business creation in India exceeding 2 trillion yen in scale. Through this summit, concrete cooperation is expected to materialize in various fields including infrastructure development, digitalization, and the energy sector. It appears to be an important opportunity for Japan and India's strategic partnership to deepen further. Government adopts policy package to attract foreign direct investment. The government has adopted a new policy package aimed at increasing foreign direct investment in Japan. The centerpiece of the initiative is deregulation of restrictions on foreign venture capital firms making joint investments with domestic startups. Previously, foreign investment faced numerous limitations, but going forward, a more flexible approach will be possible. The government hopes that through these regulatory reforms, it can accelerate the growth of innovative companies while promoting the inflow of international capital and technology. As economic growth has slowed, expanded foreign investment is being viewed as a crucial measure for revitalizing the Japanese economy. LDP calls for priority deliberation on Imperial House Law. Centrist coalition demands withdrawal of seat reduction measures. As partisan tensions continue in the Diet, the Secretaries General of the Liberal Democratic Party and the Centrist Reform Coalition held talks. Following a request from House of Representatives Speaker Mori, the LDP proposed prioritizing deliberations on a bill to amend the Imperial House Law to ensure an adequate number of imperial family members. The amendment is designed to address the decline in imperial family members due to those leaving the imperial lineage, and its early passage has become a key issue. Meanwhile, the Centrist Reform Coalition requested consideration for opposition parties' positions on matters such as reducing the number of Diet seats that had been under discussion, and also called for full respect for each party's views when proceeding with discussions on amending the Imperial House Law. Coordination between the ruling and opposition parties is expected to continue going forward. Major companies' summer bonuses exceed 1 million yen for first time, Kaidanren survey. According to a survey by the Japan Business Federation, summer bonuses at major companies have averaged over 1.008 million yen per employee. This represents a 1.88% increase compared to last summer, and marks the first time summer bonuses have exceeded 1 million yen since the survey began in 1981. The increase is attributed to strong corporate earnings and efforts to address labor shortages. The Kaidanren projects that upward wage pressure will continue, and notes that combined with results from spring wage negotiations, this could lead to broader wage growth across the board. Summer vacation travelers expected to decline 4.6% from last year. According to a survey compiled by major travel agencies, the number of people considering travel during this summer vacation period is projected to decrease 4.6% compared to last year. Travel agencies attribute the decline in visitors primarily to the strain on household budgets caused by soaring prices. Additionally, rising international airfares due to instability in the Middle East are believed to be dampening demand for overseas travel. A similar trend is being observed in domestic travel as well, with consumers notably reducing their travel budgets. Travel agencies have indicated they will monitor future economic trends and developments in the international situation, while considering proposals for plans that meet customer needs. Stock market falls over 1,700 yen as selling pressure mounts on AI and semiconductor stocks. Tokyo's stock market experienced a sharp decline in trading on the 2nd. The Nikkei 225 closed down 1,741 yen and 81 sen from the previous day, ending at 68,733 yen and 15 sen, marking a drop exceeding 1,700 yen. The decline was driven by widespread selling orders in AI-related and semiconductor-related stocks. These sectors had been the focus of concentrated buying interest in recent years, but profit-taking and adjustment selling have now emerged. Market observers note that close attention should be paid to upcoming economic indicators and corporate earnings announcements. Russia's military invasion of Ukraine. Developments on July 2, updated as it develops. Here is the latest on the situation in Ukraine. Russia's military offensive against Ukraine continues, with intense fighting concentrated in the eastern and southern regions. On July 2, shelling and airstrikes were reported in multiple areas as Ukrainian forces continue their desperate defensive efforts. As combat intensifies, many civilians are being forced to flee the country in search of safety, leading to increased refugee flows into neighboring countries. Meanwhile, in the international community, efforts are underway to strengthen support for Ukraine and pursue diplomatic negotiations toward a ceasefire, with leaders from various nations holding successive talks. As the humanitarian crisis deepens, international organizations including the United Nations are expanding humanitarian aid operations. The situation remains unpredictable and highly fluid. Russian military launches large-scale attack, 13 dead in Kyiv. Ukraine faced a massive assault by Russian forces over the past 2 days involving missiles and unmanned drones. In the capital Kyiv alone, at least 13 people were killed and 86 injured. The attacks struck multiple cities across the country, resulting in mounting civilian casualties. According to Ukrainian authorities, Russian forces are believed to have launched more than 100 drones and missiles. Power infrastructure has also been damaged, with widespread blackouts affecting the population. Ukrainian forces have strengthened their air defense systems and reported shooting down Russian aircraft, though authorities are still assessing the full extent of the damage. Russia launches large-scale missile and drone attack on Kyiv, at least 13 dead. A major Russian military drone and missile attack on the Ukrainian capital Kyiv from the night of the 1st through the 2nd has killed at least 13 people, according to Ukrainian authorities. Multiple buildings across the city came under attack, prompting residents to evacuate from several areas. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky had warned hours before the strikes that Russia was preparing a massive attack. Timur Kachenko, the military administrator of Kyiv, revealed that the death toll is substantial and includes children among the victims. The enemy has once again deliberately targeted residential areas and killed civilians, Kachenko stated in the early morning hours of the 2nd. Meanwhile, Russia's defense ministry claimed it carried out the attacks in retaliation for recent Ukrainian strikes on Russian territory, saying it targeted energy infrastructure. The Ukrainian Air Force announced that Russia fired 74 missiles and 496 drones in overnight attacks primarily targeting Kyiv. While most were intercepted by Ukraine's air defense systems, 25 ballistic missiles and 12 drones struck 33 locations across the city. United States rejects 16-year extension of North American trade agreement, says current terms unacceptable. The United States declined on the 1st to extend the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, or USMCA, for 16 years, saying it cannot accept the agreement in its current form. A U.S. government official made the announcement. With America's rejection of the USMCA extension, the three countries will now need to hold annual discussions on revising the agreement's terms going forward. The accord could expire as early as 2036, 10 years from now. A U.S. government official explained that the current administration chose not to approve an update to USMCA without addressing existing problems, and that the United States did not agree to renew USMCA in its current form. The official also stated that if all three countries cannot reach agreement on the USMCA update, an effective 10-year grace period will be established before the agreement expires. Under USMCA provisions, each country must decide whether to extend the agreement for an additional 16 years. While the free trade agreement will remain in place for now, the failure to secure long-term commitment has created new economic uncertainty across North America.